pursue compensation. Contact Guardian Legal.
So, question for the couch: do you agree with T-Mac saying he would have won a ring if he played with the Prime Chef?
Shit, I would have too. Shit, I would love to. Hey, I would love to have replaced Derek Fisher. Okay. Shit, I'll sit in this corner, boss man.
Win a ring as the number 2 option.
Coming from somebody in the NBA, you got to know it's a lot deeper than that. Derek Fisher excelled in a lot of ways that you didn't show up in, bro.
Oh no, I don't know what you talking about. We all was number 2 options.
Okay, no, that's what
Yeah. Like the whole league, that's what makes it stupid to argue. The whole league was number 2 options. If Duncan would have went there, number 2. If Dunk was there, number 2. If KG was there, everybody was number 2.
You seen his stats?
Number 2.
Bro wasn't always the number 1 option. They literally changed the game for him. Hack-a-Shaq made him not the number 1 option. There were certain whole games where they didn't even want to give him the ball just because the Hack-a-Shaq, the free throws game was too close for him to even be trusted.
Get out the first round.
If Duncan won a ring in 2000.
True. Number 2. Everybody was the number 2 option.
I got one to Shaq?
Yes. Everybody. He was the only player that when we're talking about guarding him, you're putting 3 to 4 people. Like it was, if you didn't dig down on the first dribble, the person that's guarding him was pissed off. Like, come on, dog, this is what come on. You know the game plan. His first dribble, hard dig.
Would he be available?
Who?
Tracy McGrady. He was injured. So would he be
Not early, not at that point.
We're talking about 2000, 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
So he's saying he averaged 32.
Saying what year?
The Orlando. He's talking about the Orlando.
Orlando T-Mac was early. That T-Mac was crazy.
I don't think the worst.
The Orlando T-Mac. He's saying if he took the Orlando T-Mac that averaged 32 and that, and you replace him and put him with Kobe, he's the same person.
It's not, though. That's the dumbest shot I've ever heard in my life today.
Point in time with T-Mac.
You talking about somebody who just scoring, he the number 1 option on his team. If he can still do that same stuff on another team, well, obviously Kobe Bryant was also a leader and his defense was next level. When did Tracy McGrady ever was known for his defense?
He's talking about that time.
It was a point in time where T-Mac was like, we were saying it was like a point in time where everybody was like, yo, who's better? There was a point in time like for 2
There's a point in time where we were trying to compare Paul George and LeBron James too, but like 15 years later, we're not sitting here talking about like Paul George was better. If Paul George would have teamed up with Chris Bosh and D Wade, would he have won too? Probably.
years. That was the conversation.
Everybody thought
to the next level.
Never got out the first round.
When he's not, dog, where are y'all?
We get the Orlando 32. We get that. He's not doing 32 in half. He's doing it in one. He's putting it available.
You're wrong. Stupid niggas, but he said if you take me and put me in there, I can average 22 and win the championship. That's what he's saying.
I don't know.
Kobe was out in 30.
Kobe Bryant is tiring out the other team's best player too while doing it. Like Kobe Bryant is a whole head case. You're not understanding. You just think it's points here, points here, points here. It's a lot deeper. It's a whole 7-game series of a chess match, bro. And Kobe Bryant showed up in a lot more ways than T-Mac could. He also had a winner mentality. So, I don't know, I never seen T-Mac's winning mentality. Kobe Bryant won on a way worse team than T-Mac's teams that were T-Mac's best teams. Kobe Bryant won with people who wouldn't even probably played on the Rockets bench certain years. T-Mac was there and won a championship with that team. So what are you talking about?
28, 20.
Yeah, 28. The first year you averaged 22. But what he's saying, if you just put me in there and I'm doing what I'm doing, I'm the second option and I'm playing my role. Shit.
You wouldn't, bro, because your role ain't good enough, bro. Your role ain't Kobe, so shut the fuck up. Like, it's not. You just not. You can go out there and dribble through your legs and get a bucket, bro, but you're not changing games. You're not realizing it's a 48-minute game of you having to tire the other team out and them having to, like, mentally account for you every play and always be on alert of where's this guy. He's already thinking about what's next. You're not that person.
can win a championship? What makes me not win a championship?
Well, you know,
He's
Shaq
not
also-
saying he's going to be there and do this. He's just saying, you put me there. Everybody's saying the same shit.
Well,
If you sub me with motherfucking Derek Fisher, nigga, I can win a championship with that.
We don't know that.
Okay, now you're saying if you're the third man and not the second man. Okay, that's like me saying if you put me the 12th man on the OKC bench this year, I could have won the championship too. Like, yeah, cool, bro. That's really taking away a lot from the 12th man. All the looks he gave in practice the whole year to make certain people better. Like, you kind of just trying to make a point, but you sounded dumb as shit.
We do. We don't know chemistry. We don't know that. We don't know that. Y'all just argue and just argue. The nigga, what you saying?
Niggas with yeah.
You just want to put people that you in the league. Since y'all wasn't in the league, were you in the league then? Do you think the Orlando, the nigga that won the scoring title, if you replaced him with Kobe, does he have a chance to win a championship?
I mean, under that scenario, probably.
Okay. Kenyon?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. The people that
Can you also take yourself in that same position?
Anybody has a chance to win a championship. Anybody who you could replace any championship team. You could replace SGA with Jokic. You replace him with. You could replace him with Tyrese Halliburton. You could replace him with Donovan Mitchell. Okay, everybody would have had a chance to win a championship. It's not a crazy question to think like, oh, my point is made, doofus.
12. Ah, damn.
I'm saying, in that,
Your work ethic ain't like Kobe.
but you know, Shaq chose.
Exactly. Thank you, BJ.
He chose to go to the Lakers. He chose Kobe.
There was 20 on that team. That's the
28.
Yeah, nigga.
yeah, it is when you got a motherfucker averaging 35 in the finals is more than enough.
38 1 year too.
More than enough.
Kobe, you don't ever put Kobe and T-Mac in the same
They did.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Well done.
Only for a couple years.
I said it. Hold on.
It was like 2 years.
Hold on.
Listen.
We don't want. Hey, I'm sorry. Hey, y'all. This is where we need to be.
What if you could do all your SEO in one tab? Meet SEMrush, a tool.
Oh, this
You
that
guys
show I was
wasn't
watching
there.
on
How about this? Let's
TV.
try this again. You guys wasn't there, so hold on.
Right, y'all was
So
there
hold
being a
on.
fan.
So hold on.
Being a fan of who?
Hold on.
Them niggas.
You wasn't there.
Them
You
niggas.
wasn't there.
Kobe
Hey,
is back. He is
I
a fan.
said it. Y'all said I was stupid. Can you say it exactly again?
Everybody was there.
No, you said, hold on one second. You said everybody, right?
was there in the 2000.
You got me, hey.
It was
First and foremost, you got me fucked up.
only 3 people in y'all area.
So hold on. You wasn't there. You was in middle school.
I got
You was in middle school. You was in high school for the 12th time. So we don't want to hear metal.
That's not true. That's not true.
Hold on. Hold on. Metal.
Bro, this is Luka talk. This is
Metal.
Luka talk.
Can you tell me?
This is Luka talk.
Can you tell me exactly when Kobe had 3 rings and T-Mac was doing what T-Mac was doing? What were we saying again?
In that era, it was about 3 years where everybody was saying they didn't know who was better.
3
It was
rings.
just-
They didn't know who was better.
It was just in that
Yeah,
point
they
in time.
act like I was not there, and I was in the locker room, and we was having these discussions, and one was 3 rings. Jesus Christ. They act like I made it up myself. They act like I made this shit up myself.
Go back to the Indiana Pacers versus the Heat Eastern Conference when Paul George giving LeBron buckets, and then listen to all the commentators saying we don't know who the best player in the league is. It's not that crazy of a take.
That's fine. It wasn't my opinion, it was a fact. He came on here and said the same thing. And y'all want to argue with the niggas that was there.
It can't be a fact if you don't get out the first round and do shit. Come on, man.
So I guess the
You can't compare yourself. Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm not necessarily comparing them because how I felt at that time, I felt Kobe might have had the edge personally.
82%.
I might have felt Kobe had the edge, but what everybody was saying,
personally, it has nothing to do with, what'd you say? Everybody.
yeah, I felt it personally. I feel like maybe Kobe had the edge, but everybody was saying like, yo, T-Mac is nice. That's what people were saying.
They said you was the best player in the league. No, we weren't saying nobody said that. We're telling you what. This is not 2016. We're talking about what was being said in real time in 2008. We're talking about 2002. What was being actually said, dog?
That nigga was averaging 29. He was third in the league in scoring. Who? You.
This nigga was averaging 32 a game, scoring, nigga getting triple teams. Nobody in the league was guarding T-Mac. That's what the conversation was. Y'all thought I was just happy. I'm not. There was a reason Kobe was feeling some kind of way.
It's amazing these days, right?
These niggas are stupid.
Rather hard, like
Instead of listening.
You niggas will always think y'all right. You're not right. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree with you. I don't give a fuck what y'all. I don't have to agree.
What is your take? From 2002, can you tell us?
Thank you. You niggas don't have, y'all not right. Let's go.
We're not right, and we were there, and we're game planning, we're talking, we're guarding these two men. We're not right.
I know, he bust on
Now you tell us what was being said. How about this? What was being said in 2002 then? Since we're wrong, tell us what was being said in 2002.
I don't know. I was a Kobe fan.
I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
All I know about what Kobe was doing in LA.
If you can't give me an answer then, and I ask you a fucking question, then shut the fuck up talking
Here we go.
about
All I see is
I'm asking you a question.
All I see is
In
the Afros out here.
2002, can you tell us what was being said?
The parade, at the
Can
parade,
you tell us? I hate you niggas that got opinions, and then you don't have an educated fucking answer.
T-Mac and Kobe. I heard Kobe at the parade.
I'm asking you an educated question.
I didn't hear, T-Mac would have been Kobe.
Educated fucking question like a fucking damn. In 2002, when he had 3 rings, can you tell me with your educated self what was being said about T-Mac and Kobe? Since we're wrong, what was being said?
I just heard.
I know you don't fucking know.
Kobe
You ain't even got that.
Nobody was talking about a nigga that lost. It was always niggas that won, Kobe or Shaq. Who was better?
But that's what you found. That's all you heard. That's all I heard. In middle school.
Kobe and Shaq win the championship.
In middle school. Now, what did you hear in 2002 as a professional basketball player playing against Kobe and T-Mac? Let's hear what you, because we know what y'all heard in middle school from the
Well,
LA
it was definitely harder to guard Kobe, personally. But collectively, I mean, it was games where T-Mac would go to work too, but when I was guarding T-Mac versus Kobe, it's a different player. You know, I mean, they had similar moves, like they both could spin right, they could fade right, they could fade left, but collectively, what people were saying, it was an era, point in time where nobody really knew at that point in time.
And one had 3
I'm not saying that, just at that point in time.
Sounds like it was a lot of haters in 2002.
Oh, no, I just
We're just telling you what was being talked about. I just offended what was being talked about in truth.
No, you're actually a real live hater, bro.
I probably
Legos when that shit was going on. They don't know what the fuck.
I probably had
And you got busted so hard by T-Mac, like, you shouldn't even be in the conversation, bro. Like, you should really just keep your mouth shut this whole conversation. How are you 40 years old wearing ripped big jean shorts, bro? Like, it's not a vibe. It's like you still got a traumatic PTSD experience from when you was like 22 getting your ass busted from T-Mac. You could never grow up from it, so you had to still be dressed like a big-ass kid, bro. Lock in, bro.
time with Kobe.
Y'all didn't have no Legos.
All I seen was sweet.
These niggas playing with their money.
Niggas came out.
But you want to know, but
Get these shits out
Shaq chose.
Get these shits out
They have no idea, and you want to continue to have this conversation.
Could Shaq have went to?
You're right.
Could Shaq have went to somewhere T-Mac was at if he wanted to? Because Shaq chose to go to LA, and then he's trying to win titles.
Yeah.
So could he have gone? I wonder if he could have gone where T-Mac was in Toronto at the time, right? No, where was T-Mac? Hold on.
No, T-Mac was in Orlando.
No, he wasn't in Orlando. He was in Toronto. He was in Toronto.
Yeah, that was.
Maybe he's not gonna go to Toronto.
Okay, you're 2009.
Exactly. What the fuck are y'all talking about? T-Mac, Orlando, T-Mac, Orlando, T-Mac. He wasn't even in Orlando at the time, doofus.
2019, right?
The 10.
Team 2010.
No, 9 Rockets or 10?
The Rockets? Yeah,
No,
8-9.
8-9.
That team's crazy.
Did y'all have, like, starting off the season, did y'all feel y'all had a chance to win?
That team was crazy. That was the deepest team I've been on. Well, when you look at that team, listen, I got there, I was playing 5 minutes. You know when you get to a team when they say you're going to play and you don't? And you're like, damn, I'm in my prime. I'm 28, and I'm not playing 5 minutes a game. I'm like, oh my, I'm like my career, yo, my guy. It was difficult, right? So I'm like, one time, Coach Adam, who I love, put me in the game. It was like, I don't know, 30 seconds, like a minute. Because Shane was there. They already had chemistry. They just won 33 in a row last year. They add me, and I'm just a piece at this point. Because, you know, so then T-Mac got hurt.
That's what Aaron Brooks too, right?
Aaron Brooks was there. Actually, Rafa was there, and I think Aaron came. No, Kyle Lowry came. Kyle Lowry came. Yeah, we had Aaron Brooks, Scola, that hook. Man,
Scola's nice.
that team was sick, yo.
So the injuries kind of fucked that team off.
Yeah, I mean, we took Lakers to 7 with no T-Mac. With Yao broke his foot game 3, and Dikembe broke his knee, and he was 43. But keep in mind, Dikembe was averaging 10 and 10 against Portland Trailblazers. We was a 6 seed. He was a 3 seed. Dikembe was blocking everything at the rim. He had 43. Anything coming to the rim. You know what I mean? You gotta look at those highlights.
He was hurt?
Yes. So
Dikembe? Some games.
Oh, T-Mac didn't play.
Made it past the first round.
T-Mac didn't play past.
T-Mac and
When T-Mac got hurt, I started. That's when I started playing. When T-Mac got hurt.
That was his best team that could have won a championship.
That team could have won a championship. If he wasn't hurt, that
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, bro. He wasn't doing the work like Kobe would have been doing to get healthy and stay healthy. He wasn't spending as much time in the training room to prevent this shit. He wasn't putting on his dude's ass enough to make sure motherfuckers wasn't breaking their shit. It's more than just putting up 35 points and being a scoring leader, as you should know.
maybe.
So I got one last question for you.
I think ultimately,
pull up, order me.
Gilbert Arenas is just a big ass hater, bro. Just a big ass hater. He can't stand Kobe Bryant. All the love and the respect that Kobe was getting, he can't stand that. He would never be as good as Kobe because Gilbert put in work, after he was drafted second round and he wanted a contract, but he didn't realize Kobe been putting in that work his whole life. So like, he probably just couldn't stand not being able to catch him. I don't know. What y'all think in the comments? Let me know. I can't stand listening to this dumbass motherfuckers, man.